Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza, whatever the subtitle of the Samurai Showdown RPG is. I'm the Mysterious JG.
And on that particular subtitle, non-lethal feline.
No, like I just found out that Zerfall has become aware that Samurai Showdown, aka Samurai Spirits RPG, has been fan translated.
Oh boy, that means that someone's gonna have to go through it with him.
Yeah, well no, dude, I would be all over that. I'm sure it's gonna be a shit RPG, but I loved... Like, when that first came out and I read about it, like, I was playing a bunch of Samurai Showdown at the arcade, and I found out, oh, there's an RPG, oh, it's never coming to America. So, like, 20 years later, I get to play what was undoubtedly a crap RPG by a company not at all known for making RPGs.
It won't be the first one you've been through Zerf with, but anyway.
So, I will have to let you decide, and the viewers at home can chime in too. Does this represent me backsliding, or does this represent growth? Because we've hit a weird, kind of conundrum. I tried to off-screen this game a couple of weeks ago, since we last recorded. And I got a bunch of, like, SP saved up, or, you know, not shit tons, but enough that it was useful. But I kept hitting these things where every time I came back to the Atelier, a story scene would happen. So, what I've done is I saved. And now I'm like, I don't want to throw it away. So we're going to advance time a few days to see the scenes and then load where we've got the goods. But we're running the risk. We may miss a scene of, like, Ryza talking about how planting seeds works. And I think I'm willing to accept the risk that we lost one of the 200 story scenes that will occur in this game. What do you think?
Okay.
Yeah,
I trust your judgment, which is probably my first mistake, but we're doing it anyway.
I'm about to say
I'm on whiskey tonight, so.
Well, there you go. I will drive in that case. But yeah, like it's like is this backsliding or is this personal growth? Because it is me off screening.
It might be growth, actually.
It may be growth.
Not being agitated that we might miss every conversation or every possible dialogue.
We may miss one conversation. So you'll see, like, for me, it's like, okay, I think we got the bug net recently, but we don't have gathering quantity up. We don't have, like, tier 2 or 3 staff. There's little things we've picked up in the meantime that we don't have. What we do, though, have is a very sleepy the Ryza. So let's sleep for about 3 days and see what story things happen when she periodically wakes up.
Okay.
Well, thank you for that game.
She's just looking adorable, petting the animal in her sleep, apparently.
So Tao's note has been added to the story.
You just slipped that in there while she was sleeping.
Yeah, Tao can just come in while she's sleeping and slip things in. It's fine.
Ooh, I think it might be time for another nap.
Well, I mean, she did fast travel somewhere and back. So.
All this teleportation really takes it out of a girl. Yes, it's open.
Oh, God. Australian. Let me think. Well, you don't seem too busy.
Mr. Abelheim, is anything wrong?
And now that I know his name is Abelheim, it's like, he should probably be German, but no, he's Patricia's dad, so. Oh, I'm just wondering how you've been doing lately. How is your alchemy research going?
It's all good, thanks to your generous for, renting this room for me for free.
A generous donation from the whatever your name was foundation. Good. Bonza!
Zoom?
But hopefully you haven't forgotten, Mr. Ryza. You little Sheila. There was a condition to me giving you this room. Well, I did not ask you to sacrifice your life for well-being to help the people in this city. Well, at this point, I'm unable to see any visible effort on your part, and it would appear that you have failed to meet the condition. If that is the case, how would you suggest I deal with the situation, Mr. Ryza? Should I feed you to the koalas? Should I send you off to live with the abos?
It's okay. You don't have to deal with anything. I'll do whatever I can to help everyone starving at this very moment.
Is that so?
No, probably not. I mean, I promise.
Alright, well, I'm willing to trust you on this. You're a regular shrimp off the old barbie. I hold all expectations for your future accomplishments. They better be bang on, whizzer, whatever Australians say. Goodbye. Crikey, poo!
So scary. He's gonna do more like Australian idioms at me. I guess I haven't been trying hard enough. I've just been trying to sleep for the last 3 days. I should go check on that bulletin board.
Though in fairness, she only slept once. Like, the first time she slept, he immediately comes in and is like, how dare you sleep while living in my town?
We're going to put the anxiety in JG's heart. If he even has this talk with you once, you do not get the best ending in this game.
Well, but the thing is, we did all the available quests, and then we dared to sleep.
There might be new ones right now.
I'm sure there are, actually, but at this point, we're committed to not getting the good ending. We're going to get the Dracula's Hand 6 out of the grave ending, although I think that was actually the optimum Simon's Quest ending. Regardless,
oh no, he's gonna kick my ass if I don't do some quests. I better go to sleep and rest up.
she's reading a copy of The Stand there. That's her bedtime reading.
I guess so. A student's nature. Zip zop back and forth. There's Patricia saying something.
I'll hit all the locations just in case that makes it. Like, I don't know exactly what triggers these, but there's a total of 3. We've already seen one that I am waiting to see before I'm reasonably comfortable we've seen most of the stuff.
There's one that actually matters in this lot. Got it.
So I says to me, Blah says.
I says to the man, I says.
The capital is so busy, I'm getting dizzy looking at all these shops.
I felt... I felt the same way when I first got here. Oh, sorry, it's still me. I thought it was Patricia. She moved her head. The shops are just so much fancier. I actually got so nervous I couldn't even go shopping at first. I also can't pee in this town. I always feel like fancy people are watching me.
Ahem.
She looks so pissed.
I'm so pissed right now. So, you two seem quite close, talking about pissing and all.
If you were any closer, he'd be in back of you. Oh yeah, we've known each other since we were kids. We're now like 12, like we're all grown up.
Even so, you seem a little, looks at camera, too close.
It was quiet. Too quiet.
Really? What do you think, Cal?
I feel like we are the normal amount of close. We've always been like this. You should see what it's like when Lent's around. Boy, howdy, it's close.
No, what I'm trying to say is, you're a man and a woman, yes?
Well, I mean, I haven't actually checked the Ryza, but that's kind of what I assume.
Have you checked yourself?
Every night.
I think it's quite rare for two people of the opposite sex to be such good friends, other than us, Wink.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I guess that's true. You don't see a lot of people like that around here. Back where we come from, there was only 3 kids in our age group, so unless the Ryza was going to live without friendship, she had to find some dude to hang out with. Usually when you see a man and a woman who are close, they're likely lovers. Oh, Tao.
Oh, wait, what? Is that the impression that we give people? I can do better than this.
You mean you and me? That's hilarious. Boy, it sure would be crazy if we became lovers, huh? There is that would never happen. I mean, if it did, boy, would that be crazy, huh?
Clearly, I'm meant for that.
I don't think it'd be hilarious at all. It'd be a tragedy, mostly for the Ryza.
I absolutely respect the Ryza as a person. That's why I want to pork her. I think it's amazing how when she decides to do something, she puts everything she has into it. But when it comes to some of her other qualities, well, you know.
What? Wow, that told me what are these other qualities that you're speaking of?
Oh, I mean, I think the fans know. Certainly anyone who's watched the anime and sees where the camera tends to go.
What's wrong with my thighs?
Ah, see, well, you knew. So you knew exactly what I was talking about.
I just said what's wrong with them, goddammit.
Anyway, okay, I think I understand. As things stand, you're just good friends.
He says she's just a friend.
I guess.
Friends that keep, that one must keep a close eye on, one being myself.
So I think Tao is going to turn out to be the, like, comically unaware handsome guy. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, if you're trying to start a lesbian tryst with the Ryza, I'll stay out of your way.
Keep an eye on? What does that mean?
Oh, it's an idiom that means look at.
Oh.
Alright, people from the big city sure are complicated. Not like us country bumpkins, huh?
Anyway, everyone out of my room. I got alchemies to do.
I got to sleep. And I'm not sleeping with Tao.
Have you seen my beauty sleep? It's pretty beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Look, let me get my little key hanging around here, ain't that beautiful?
Trying to think of a pun that would be like lock and key or something that relates to sleep. I can't think of anything. Nothing. You have not touched the appropriate locations.
Nothing. Could be that, or it could just be more time has to pass. I think it's with the small amount that you can carry and the fast traveling. I probably, in like an hour or two of seriously grinding out for items, made several days pass. Or maybe not. Maybe it's a matter of going to places.
Valley of the Winds.
It's like a Castle of the Winds, but different.
Valley-er.
Yes.
The Royal Highway. And the Forbidden Ruins that really aren't that forbidden. It's just no one really goes over there because the blue pyres smell like poop.
The Royal Highway reminds me of something with what Prince Charles, just some video of Prince Charles giving a speech about how, economic policy to help everyday Britons, and he's delivering the speech while wearing the crown jewels. It's like, okay, hold on, buddy.
So, you have to mix it constantly, making sure it doesn't get too hot, and the ornament is done. I didn't really have to do this in the previous game, but, we added more mechanics and minigames.
Now, Tao, you can apply it directly to my corns.
You see, isn't alchemy just so mysterious, JG?
Yes, it's quite amazing no matter how many times I see it. Miss Ryza. No, Professor Ryza. Your alchemy really is amazing.
Professor? Come on. You're taking this a little too seriously. I'm just making, stuff out of nothing.
Why you call me Professor? I'm called the Doctor. I come from Gallifrey.
Yeah, I did go to medical school to be called Professor.
Almost certainly am not. I mean, besides, weren't you a teacher in your hometown?
Yeah, I mean, she was an instructor. She didn't have oh man, I'm losing my words as I get older. The thing that you get when you're in college and they can't fire you. She doesn't have that. Tenure, yes.
Well, sure. I just taught little kids, though, not to put stuff up their nose. Just call me Ryza like usual, okay, Pat?
I make like $1,000 a credit hour that I teach. It's ridiculous.
I must show my respect to someone older than me anyway. You're so very, insufferably old. At least let me call you Miss Ryza. Ryza's son, even.
Can I call you Grandma?
Yeah, I'll call you Ryza O'Barchan. How's that sound?
Well, I guess I don't really care either way.
Please stick with Miss Ryza. It really amuses me. You never even called me Professor Patty. I don't know why you'd call me Professor Patty. My name is Tao. But I'm your tutor. If you start treating only Ryza that way...
Well, in that case, maybe Professor is so bad.
Hey! What the hell? I could be Dr. Tao. That sounds like somebody
You're
who's into
going to medical
acupuncture.
school, Tao. You can't be a doctor.
It makes it sound like an acupuncture guy. I'm Dr. Tao. Ah, come on, don't be so mean. You could be Dr. No.
Australian dots.
They're actually little, like, octagons. Or they're dots, but they're circling in the opposite direction.
They're actually upside down, but no one can tell but me.
But I really still can't believe it. 3 years ago, everyone saw us as mere troublemakers. They call us like Three Stooges or something. I can't remember. But now, we are more like can be called professor.
That one lady who wanted the pressed flower and that guy who had a pressed flower and that dead guy, they never got to be professors. They just stayed troublemakers.
Yeah, Pat and Barbara and whoever else the other guy was who was freaking dead. They were
Yeah.
professors.
We did get ourselves into lots of dangerous situations in the name of adventure. You can see for yourself at Atelier Ryza 1, now available.
In stores. Adventure? Are you saying that Miss Ryza would drag you into the path of evil and maybe, like, I don't know, dry up your town's water supply for no particular reason?
I really didn't say anything even approaching that, actually.
There was no path of evil. We just, went to check out Carmeline Caves and stuff, and there were monsters and giant Pokemons.
Well, that's far worse. Did you catch any of the Pokemons?
Haha. But I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for those experiences. I would have some, like, young Australian admirer in my hometown. I decided I wanted to experience history with my own eyes, not just reading about it in books. And it was my adventure with the Ryza, seen here, that got me to see things that way.
I'm pointing at myself so you understand who I am.
It seems like your stories always involve Miss Ryza somehow.
Well, get used to it. We're supporting characters. You're not even going to get a character-specific DLC.
Your stories even involving erotica for some reason.
Well, I mean, that's kind of to be expected. Alright, so I think now we can jump ahead to a world of having a bit more inventory.
Join us, won't you, to 20 days in the past.
This is before Thanksgiving. I didn't even know how good Bronco was at Plants vs. Zombies when this all happened.
Yeah, he surprised you, everyone.
He's the
He's gonna
dude.
be paying the old folks' home bills with those Plants vs. Zombie dollars.
So yeah, basically the difference is, I think on camera we'd already got the SPA plus 10. And we can't pursue that any further, even though that would be my preference, to just get the SPA increases early so that they have more impact. But we've got Ultimate Staff Rank and Ultimate Hand Rank. So,
Man, I don't want to, toot my own horn here, but my hand and staff are pretty good.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot.
we've also got an angry landlord, so he warned us about this stuff, and then I went several days of not doing anything about it, so we may be well on our way to losing the game. We should probably check in on that kind of thing.
Can you imagine if this game even had a failure condition like that?
Oh, that would be incredible. I would be super pissed, but also kind of impressed.
It'd be so out of character for this comfy adventure.
So we got reunion after reunion. We'll try to track down the pickpocket. I think we should probably follow up on Tao and boss stuff before we start hunting for Revolver Ocelot. So
I suppose we could.
So somewhere in the Academy District.
I still hate Tao's goggles. They're too wide for his head. Glasses or no.
Well, I mean, they're goggles. They're meant to keep out moisture.
But they don't align with his eyeballs.
Well, he wants the skin around his eyeballs to be dry, too.
What's going on? I hope everything's okay. It's not like these guys hang out on the regular now.
I was say, seeing those two talk to each other, I'm in a state of near panic.
And this music also suggests a lot of tension is occurring, you know? What the hell is that? I don't think I've noticed it before. Like, hanging off of her left hip is a giant, like, gold medal.
Yeah, that's just her. That's her lunch money. It's a giant yen coin.
Okay. She breaks it off and... Go ahead, sir.
Yep.
Tao, boss, what are you two doing here?
It's too bad she didn't call them Boss Tao. Take a look. Take a look, Ryza. The Ryza. Not only did I forget to make my voice like this, I almost forgot to call you the Ryza. I wrote up a summary of my findings from the runes. Swan runes.
Wow, there's so much. Is this really all about the ruins? The wild ruins?
Well, I also put in something about how Impel doesn't shut up, but that was inspired by Lila.
You can't write that yet, he's not here.
Indeed it is. I tried to be as concise as possible, but still. Yeah, the Gettysburg Address was way better than the keynote speaker, man. Sometimes brevity. I've already learned so much more than I did during my entire 3 years at the Academy. The Terran Academy.
Sounds like you're still the same Tao from 3 years ago. You always loved this sort of thing. You were always a freaking nerd.
I don't think he's the same at all. He's going through quite an evolution, in fact.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, he's an Eevee, so you get to decide what he evolves into.
Oh no.
You might be surprised to learn, Ryza, that since we arrived here, he runs his mouth like this constantly. He's worse than that friend of yours with the donut fetish. He never shut up.
I thought I just ate him. I didn't know he did other things.
Well, I mean, that... Look up the word fetish. Not constantly, only when I make a new discovery. For example, I've just discovered that you're apparently an asshole. Even once every few days is plenty. Do you have any idea what it's like to be on the receiving end of that?
It sounds like he actually listens to Tao every time.
This delights me.
What were you guys talking about?
What's so funny?
I was just thinking how well you two must be getting along.
Were you not listening just now? Anyway, let's keep exploring those runes. If I can keep learning about that time period, dots. I might even be able to publish a book on it someday. I mean, as a professor, that's really my goal, is to get published. Publish or perish, The Lost Civilization of the Age of Legends by Tao Mongarten. Pretty ambitious dream you've got there. Don't come crying to me when you inevitably fail.
An ambitious dream. I'm gonna be the pirate king. But seeing how far Tao has come already, I don't think it's far out of reach at all. I think he's capable of writing a book.
I wish I had ambitious dreams. I usually just have that dream where I forgot to study for the big test.
I wonder what we will learn next. I can't wait to go back. And fast travel back here to see if new plot is unlocked. Yeah, it might not be that far after all.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
It almost looks like his glasses wouldn't fit under those goggles.
From this angle, yeah.
The Compass of Recollection and the Beast of Light. Our adventure back on the island was nothing compared to this. It's gonna be way harder this time. Don't bother to play that game, it's a piece of shit.
Fee, fee, fee. I would love to go to the cafe later.
Oh, guys, you didn't see the gif of Fee being petted that I saw. Heavy petting, as it were.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, Ryza, did you find that plan I asked you about? No, we did not.
Nope.
If I found bubble grass, I didn't know I was supposed to be keeping it, so...
Yeah, I accidentally ate it, sorry. It happens from time to time.
I gotta eat something.
Well,
Were
am I
you
gonna
gonna-
eat people food?
You know, Patty did ask me to pay her a visit sometime, even though she's traveling with us. So somewhere in the Academy District, Patty awaits us.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah, well, there's only one other word balloon, so I'm kind of assuming that's her, but... I
Went away from the word balloon.
No, that... Okay, no, because one of the word balloons was Tau.
Yep.
So I'm
Is there
heading
another
towards the word balloon that clearly isn't Tau.
The one that has the exclamation point on it.
You are not Patty. Oh,
I'm so not Patty right now.
I'm just... It's so boring being friends with... Huh?
Well, that was a big yawn. If you've not been getting enough sleep, let me tell you about my last 3 days.
What you need to do is wake up and have a nap immediately.
Oh, the Ryza. I have far too much work to do. My sleep schedule is a necessary sacrifice.
Maybe, but you look worse than we do after exploring the ruins.
Fee, fee. My back half looks like a turkey.
If you're so worried about me, maybe you should do something about this thing on my head. That hair is beyond the Ryza's power to help you with.
Oh, just leave him be. If it makes me happy, I mean, what's the harm if he shags your head for a little bit?
Fee, fee. This is really doing it for me.
Fine.
I really think maybe you shouldn't be pushing yourself too hard.
It is my nature to take things seriously. Unlike you children playing explorer and running around caves, I have more important things to do than, you know, enjoy life.
Hey, we're not playing explorer. We take things just as seriously as you do. Have you seen that book that Tal's writing?
I highly doubt that. He's writing a book. Knowing you, you probably spend half your time goofing off, even when you're out on an investigation.
No, not half of our time, maybe a quarter.
So you do goof off, then. I have to admit, I almost envy your carefree approach to life.
Boy, you sure don't pull your punches, do you? Well, neither do I. Put him up.
He almost complimented her there? It was kind of backhanded, but...
Still, it's been so long since I've gotten a taste of your attitude. It kind of takes me back. I'm all nostalgic about it.
This, I mean, Patricia should not be worried about Ryza and Tau. Well, okay, never mind. I was about to say it's the Ryza and Boss, and then I'm like, wait, no, Patricia doesn't give a fuck what the Ryza gets up to. As long as it's not something with Tau. Then feel free to stop by any time, and I'll happily refresh your memory. Using my penis.
I didn't like...
Sorry.
I didn't say I like it.
No means no, boss. Alright, on that classy line, I think we can call it a video, but when we come back later, I have a sinking feeling we're not going to encounter an enemy for the next 3 videos. We've got a backlog of scenes. But we'll start working through them next time, folks.
Ta-ta for now.